You've tuned in to Seattle Connected, the show that connects you with entrepreneurs, business people, movers and shakers in our community. We're letting you know who they are first before they become household names, which we know they soon will be. Today's guest, let me see, how can I describe her? She wants to make it, yeah, you just heard her. She wants to make sure that you stay organized, you stay prepared, your life isn't in some kind of mess, because who needs that? We don't need that. Life's too short. So she wants to make sure that you can breathe in, breathe out, woosah, make sure that your home is looking its best, and then you feel your best. Please welcome my guest, the Queen of Clean, Miss Shantae. What's up?
Hey, what's up? The Queen of Clean. Wow,
Yes.
I never heard of that.
Yes. How was the intro?
The intro was amazing.
Was it?
10 out of 10.
Yes.
10, 10, 10s across the board.
You're the best.
Thank you.
Thank you. Welcome, Miss Shantae.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Hey, thanks for being here. I love the shoes. I love the whole ensemble.
Thank you. Thank you. I have to be comfortable. Now,
Yes.
that's one thing with organizing is that you learn what your style is, you learn what you like, what fits well for you, and then you get rid of all the rest. And so high heels and all that, I don't keep most of that anymore. That got to go. I'm Nikes all day.
Nikes all day.
Nikes all day.
So you got something against the high heels. It's just not you.
It's not me.
Okay,
it's not
got
me.
it.
It's
Yeah.
nothing again.
I
If you wear
understand.
heels, like, girl, dress up, do your thing. I do have a couple pairs that I
Okay.
do keep it for very, very special occasions, but 90% of the time you're going to see me in Nikes.
It's all about what works for you, right?
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
That's what I'm talking
Yes.
about. So Shantae,
Hey.
let's get it. What does your business entail?
So I'm a professional home organizer.
Yes.
The only one of color that I know in the PNW area. If there is any others out there, please let me know. Let's connect. But I started my business back. Actually, it really started in COVID. Well, actually, let me take it all the way back.
Go ahead.
All the way
Yes.
back. I've been in the restaurant industry for almost 20 years now. And being a part of that and being a part of management, you have to obviously learn how to maneuver people, maneuver guests, and maneuver product.
Yes.
And so I was like always the one in the back breaking down boxes, trying to figure out new ways to put storage stuff up, from utensils and plates to, the back of the house, the front, everything, just
Everything.
reorganizing everything.
Yes.
And didn't even realize I had a knack for it until COVID hit. I mean, it hit all of us in different ways, but for me, I really realized I had a lot of stuff that I really needed to offload and get rid of, and how it was affecting my personal life, affecting my relationships, affecting my mood. And I just went in and started cleaning the house in my own personal bedroom, and I felt so much better that I got the family on board, and I was like, y'all, it is time to get this house together. I mean, we were just dumping stuff, running to Goodwill, throwing stuff in the trash. And then I was like, you know what? Maybe this actually is a legit business. Let me do some research. So end of 2020 sat down, really started getting my research up, and realized it is actually a legit business. And there are women of color out here doing it.
Shout them out. Come on, one more time.
Oh my God, there are women of color out here doing it.
Yes.
So that was what really gave me the push to be like, I can do it in this space. So I officially launched in May of 2021 and been rolling ever since.
Yeah. And let me say, there's nothing that women of color can't do.
Say that again.
There's nothing. There's what? There's nothing that women of color can't do.
Nothing.
Remember that. I mean that too. Now, I like how you mentioned, like you're organizing, you're getting rid of clutter, mess, whatever you say.
Yep.
And I think part of that is therapeutic.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
It really is, right?
It really is. And it's immediate. As soon as you get to step back and realize, it only took me a couple hours to get this done, a couple hours to organize this closet, my bedroom, my pantry, whatever it is. And you really just take it in, and you're like, you just feel that relief off your shoulders instantaneously. Like, it's the first feeling that comes to mind. And then when you get to really live in that space and you realize my life is so much easier, there's so much grace in it, because I'm able to freely flow through my life because I don't have all these distractions and clutter and things in my way.
Right. So what made you say, okay, I have a passion for this, but I want to start my own business, especially in a field where you don't see a lot of faces, like yours?
I really had to. It took me 6 months to officially launch. I was sitting on it.
Okay.
And I mean, after doing all the research and everything, and got the business license and all that stuff, and I just was like, when am I actually going to execute this? And after talking to my therapist at the time, talking to God, talking to family and friends who were really supportive, it was like, all right, it's time to just get this thing going. And yeah, you know what? You got to just bet on yourself. That's really boils down to. You don't know until you bet on yourself. You don't know until you put yourself out there and try new things and come up with new ways and new concepts to be available and accessible to people. You just don't know until you say, okay, it's time to just do it.
Always bet on black.
Always bet on black. I know that's right.
Yes.
I know that's right.
Come on now. Now, Shantae, what's something that surprised you that, you was like, what the hell? Or I didn't know, as far as when you start your own business.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Because we all think, oh, yeah, I'm going to own a business. I'm going to do this, and that.
Yeah, you think.
You think?
You think it's so easy. You think like, okay, all I got to do is, get my social media up, maybe get a website.
Yeah.
Couple business cards.
Ching, ching.
I'm in there like
coming.
swimwear.
Yeah.
Y'all.
Nah.
The cost, it starts, even something like this where I feel like home organizing at this point for me is very low overhead because I don't stock supplies. I don't stock bins and containers and things of that nature. I just buy as I need for my clients. So I went into thinking that it was going to be really low overhead. But I mean, on top, like your website costs money. All your business expenses cost money. Gas and mileage on your car because I'm driving around meeting clients and taking donations and meeting people and doing all these things, business meetings and all these things. If you're joining organizations that are going to help your business, it is, an investment cost that you're putting in. I'm a part of a couple organizations and a couple businesses that help me continue to get my name out there. Traveling, if you're going to conferences and things of that nature, because you want to be a part of all of that. You want to connect with everybody.
Yeah.
But that stuff costs money. And, so I mean, anybody who's starting a business, obviously, do your due diligence, do a lot of research, talk to people in that field. That's what I did when I was starting out. Like, what would you say is most important to your business and why? Is there certain things that I could cut out or could do myself starting off until I make that capital to be able to, send all that other business expenses out, things of that nature. So. Yeah, the cost, y'all. It is a lot, but the reward is so much better when you realize that you are out here helping people, get their homes organized, get their lives back together. It's priceless. It's priceless. It's worth every expense.
Worth every expense.
Yes.
Worth the return on your investment.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Okay. You sound like you mean it too.
Oh yeah. I definitely mean it. I stand on business.
Yeah.
Isn't that the new saying now?
Yeah, that's dope. I like that. I haven't
you.
heard that.
You didn't hear that?
No, man. You stand on business.
Stand on business. You got to stand on business.
Why?
Because if you don't, then what are you standing for? You got to stand on the principles and the foundation that you are building for yourself, your legacy, and your business. Like it goes hand in hand. How are people going to trust you? To be like, hey, I trust you to come into my home. I trust you to see the vulnerability behind my mess. If I don't stand on business, you're not even gonna talk to me, let alone let me in your front door.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, people take that serious who they allow in their home.
As they should.
Yes.
As they should. You can't let everybody in your home. You can't let all that energy and what's going on out there into your space of peace and comfort and tranquility. And that's what being organized will help you get there. And help you realize, okay, I gotta cut all I gotta really assess what's coming in my house.
Have you always been a very organized person?
No. I remember growing up, me and my sister shared a room up until I was in middle school.
Shout out to her.
Shout out to Tanae, my sister.
What up, Tanae?
Tanae, hey. And then I got another little sister, Ashley, but we never shared a room or anything like that.
Shout out to her too.
Ashley, what's up?
Yes.
My two
Ashley.
sisters. So yeah, me and Tanae shared a room. And she would be like, okay, it's time to get up and clean. And I'd be like, no, I'm not cleaning. I'm the one shoving things in closets, shoving it under the bed, just trying to make it look clean. So that my mom would give us the approval to be like, okay, y'all cleaned your room. You can go outside and play or whatever. So no, I was I was the messy one out of us two, and now it's funny because I'm the clean and organized one now out of all three of us. So
yeah. Man, okay. Yeah. So what type of services do you provide? Like if I called you up and I'm like, I was about to call you Tanae. Oh, sorry.
I mean, you know what? My mom does. Shantae. My mom does it. You know how your mom? She be trying to get your attention. She calls you every name in the book, and then she finally gets to your name. Yeah, it's the same thing. It's all good.
Shantae.
Shantae.
Yes. So if I called you and I'm like, "Hey, Shantae, I need help."
Yes.
What's your approach? Like you just come by with the cape on, you kick in the door?
So my approach is that we got to set an online consultation first. Okay. I do offer those free 30-minute consultations for any room, any area in your home. We'll set up a consultation. That way we can get a feel for each other and make sure that I'm going to be the right fit for you.
Right.
You're going to be the right ideal client that I'm looking for per se. And then we would proceed from there. So is it going to be more of a DIY service where it's more of like you just need somebody to come in and kind of give you the bare bones plan and then you kind of execute it on your own and I check in along the way? Or do you want that more hands-on service? Like, no, I want you coming in here. I want you me personally coming in, taking things out of that space, cleaning up the space, going through your items, putting things back where they need to go. So yeah, those are the two services that I offer. Either you can kind of, take it upon yourself to do it yourself, where you just want some expertise guidance, or if you want me to come in and do the full on thing, I got you.
I'm gonna put you on the spot right now.
Oh shoot.
Hey. Have you? No, I'm not going to do that.
Oh,
because then you'd be outing your clients. I'm not going to do that. That's okay.
Yeah, let's.
Yeah. I was just gonna ask if you've seen some interesting things. Like you walk in and you're like, "Hey, he has a stuffed bear head," or "Hey, they have a."
I haven't run across anything like that yet. I mean, I don't know. You just never know. But the cool things that I do see is the vintage stuff. The vintage stuff. I'm talking the cordless phones, the floppy disks.
Yes, the floppy disks.
Come on now. I'm like, what in the world? Your computer doesn't even have like this drive anymore. Like your laptop doesn't even have this anymore. Yeah, the CDs, the DVDs,
hey,
obviously.
Whoa, don't disrespect
No,
the CDs,
I'm not, because streaming's out of control now. So if you want to keep your CDs and DVDs, please. I'm all for it. Yeah. I'm all for it. Yeah. I just keep them together. Just keep them together. That's all. Keep it together. Right. Let's see, what else have I? Oh, I did find an Oregon Trail CD-ROM at one of my clients' house.
Yes.
And the client let me keep it. I have it at my house right now. I haven't played it yet. Yeah. But Oregon Trail, that was the game back in the day. Yeah. I can never make it to Oregon, but when I'm about to play it, and I'm about to see if I got the skills to get to Oregon. Have I learned anything over my adult years to get me there?
Oregon Trail, yes.
Oregon Trail.
She's going back.
Oh man. Those are the vintage stuff is the cool stuff.
Yeah.
Even like old antiques and things of that nature, because people are trying to preserve them, if they got tea sets and things of that nature from their grandma or whatever, you're trying to preserve them, but you're preserving them in a box that's collecting dust in the attic. Like that's not, like, why is that not being displayed? Why is it why is it not being used? So that's also another approach that I bring in too, where it's like, what are these high value items that really should be shown in your home? It shows who you are. It shows the culture of your home. And why are they not being displayed and or used?
Yeah. It's always funny. You don't realize how much stuff you have until you have to do something with it.
Oh my God.
I always notice that when people would ask me to help them move, and I'm always the guy because maybe I'm reliable or something. Because a lot of times I'll beat the person there who we're supposed to help, or their brother, sister, whoever couldn't help. And there's always that guy who shows up when everyone's at the new location.
Right.
They're like, man, you don't know
you
what I would.
You weren't up here moving couches.
Yeah. You just look at them like, you got some nerve, man. Come on, son, here. You know what I'm saying?
We don't need your services.
I'm telling you, yeah. And then they want sympathy. Man, I had a rough day, man. Y'all don't. No. I know where we was at, and you wasn't.
We were having a rough day.
Yeah. Sorry.
You weren't when we shooting in the gym.
Yeah.
Now you want to show up.
Wow. Man. Yeah. Sorry. Now, what would you say is one of the best compliments you've received after you've helped somebody who really needed your help? Like tears, a thank you note? Did they just fall out? Did they just say, you're the best?
You get it all of it. And I mean, that's the reward, like the ultimate reward of the business is the people who hug you tight at the end, the people who are tearing up, the ones who let the tears flow, the ones who just go on a 5-minute rant just expressing how great they feel already instantaneously from you just coming in for a few hours and working your magic on whatever space it is. I mean, I've seen it all, I've heard it all, and it gets better every single time. Like every time you hear those accolades, it's like, okay, I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm in my purpose. Like I'm really am being a great asset to people. Because again, when I started this business, I just had no idea how it was going to be received. It's like, are people actually going to be knocking down my door? People are actually going to want to hear from me about what I think about home organizing, let alone invite me into their homes to perform services for them and their families. You just don't know.
Were you scared to take that leap?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. I'm not even going to hold you.
So so what made you want to take a chance?
I was just like, I feel like it's a necessary tool that everybody can use in some capacity. Even if you don't necessarily invite me into your home to do a full service, even if you're just listening to this podcast or you're reading a news article that I was featured in and you just get that inspiration to be like, okay, today I'm cleaning out the junk drawer. Okay, today I'm going through my coffee mugs. Hey, you know that pile of mail? I'm going to sort through it and determine where these, what I'm going to do with all this mail. Even if it's just that, you're inviting me into your home, and that's the only validation I need, is that you're out there, you're listening, you're taking in what I'm saying to some degree, and you're applying it.
Yep. Or maybe they just want to call their sisters because they heard you talk about your sisters. Yeah. Tanae and Ashley, right?
And Tanae was one of my first clients. Starting out, her and my mom were my first 2 clients, and my family's been so supportive. And that's another thing too. It's just like, what's the support going to come, not just from your potential clients, but your friends and family? Like, how are they going to receive your business? And my mom and my sisters and my best friends have been the biggest cheerleaders. They hype me up. They're always reposting what I got going on, always giving me words of encouragement in anything that I'm doing. And for them being my first client and being able to work out some of those kinks, so that way I was really ready to take on other clients, was everything.
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Do you only help clients who have like actual houses, or do you work with those who are in apartments? Or
I work in all spaces.
Okay. All spaces.
Tiny homes to mansions, whatever you got, I got you.
Nice. How far do you travel?
I usually try to stay within the King County area. Okay. But if you do need services outside of that, I'm always open to travel. So just all you got to do, book the consultation. What's it going to hurt? Book the consultation. Let's talk.
Nice.
Yeah.
You sound like you really mean it.
I really do.
Okay.
I really do.
Yeah. Wow. I've learned a lot.
It's such a short period of time. See?
Yeah. No, but that's cool. And I like that you're doing something that, like you said, you don't see a lot of people who look like you in this field.
You don't see a lot of black people. I'm telling you that right now.
But it didn't stop you from taking that leap and saying, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to be the face of it.
I'm going to be the face of it in this area for sure. Yeah. But throughout this journey, I've met so many black organizers, and I'm a part of 2 organizing associations. One is Black Girls Who Organize, who do these great retreats in DC every year. We just finished up our second one back in October.
I was going to ask you if you went.
I went. I was the MC of the event. What? They asked your girl to be the MC, okay? Black Girls Who Organize, shout out, shout you out.
Man, got celebrity in the house.
You really do. You really do. They, the founder, Miss Dalias, reached out to me, and she's like, hey, can you call me? And I'm like, oh, what's going on? What's going on? And she was like, we as the committee want to ask you if you would please be our master of ceremonies for our second annual retreat. And I said, without hesitation, I'm in there. Yes. Yeah. Sign me up. Tell me what I need to do. What's going on. Give me the whole criteria. And we always have a ball. And
that's cool
to know that, again, there are black women all over the country doing this and supporting each other and hyping each other up and giving love and support and referrals and recommendations and, hey, I'm thinking about moving this way in my business. There's probably somebody out there who's done it or is doing it, so you can reach out and rely. And then the other organization is National Association of Black Professional Organizers.
Man, how'd you remember that?
It's an acronym. I have to it's
right.
like be aggressive. I was a cheerleader, so I'm like, okay, how do you spell this out? So yeah, shout out to them as well. They've been great, supportive. I've gotten a lot of client referrals from them. They do monthly sessions where they bring all types of different people in to just really help you with your business, the back ends of your business, from the front ends to getting press to everything. So those two associations for Black organizers, game changers for me.
Man, that's so dope.
Yes.
That is dope.
Yes.
Shantae, before we wrap this up, how do you have so much energy? 'Cause I think I've met my match as far as guest with energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's
like, adrenaline, just.
It really is. But it's growing up and people trying to dim your light. Trying to shut you down, trying to tell you you're too much, you got too much energy, you need to tone it down. And, I really took that to heart when I was a kid. But then when I got in high school and I told my mom, I was like, I'm going to go out for the cheer team. I think this is a cool idea. One of my good friends at the time was doing it too. She's like, yeah, Shantae, you should just do it with me. Let's try out. Let's see if we can make the team together. I was like, okay. So I told my mom. My mom's, again, super supportive. She's like, go for it, And I got on the team. And my friend also got on the team at the time, and my mom was like, okay, she's really doing it. And honestly, being a cheerleader in high school changed the whole trajectory of my life, like analyzing back. It gave me the strength and the encouragement to be myself, to be loud, to be boisterous, to be energetic, to assert myself. And I still carry those principles with me every single day. So long story short, grew up, people told me I'm too much. I became a cheerleader. I was too much, and I'm still too much, and I ain't toning it down. So there we go.
Man, you need to get a shirt that says that. It might be a lot to put on the front.
It might be a lot to put on
the back.
Yeah, but I think we can make it happen.
That's dope.
Or maybe you split it. You put half of it in the front, half of it in the back.
Okay. That's a good idea.
It's a good idea.
But I like that you said that because it kind of ties into what you mentioned earlier about the hills.
Yes.
It's about finding what fits for you.
Yes.
And that's what you did. You're like, you know what? I'm gonna use my voice. I'm gonna use this energy.
Yep.
This is me. I'm going to embrace it. And I think we need to do more of that in our community.
100%.
Instead of shunning someone because this might not be the path that I chose coming up or so on, but I'm going to embrace this is something that you want to do is positive.
Yes.
And
support each other in that because you don't know, even again, if it's not necessarily for you, you don't know who that could be for somebody else that you know.
Yes.
So just going out and supporting that and hyping it up. And we definitely need to do that. I do think that we are getting more of an essence of that back in Seattle as far as the Black culture. It was definitely lost a little bit, but I do think the resurgence of since COVID, I think people are just like, you know what, it's really time for me to get back to me, to my roots, to my people, to the connection, and to see Seattle really starting to embrace the Black culture that has been here and has helped build Seattle, and I think it's dope. I mean, we just got to continue to keep supporting each other, supporting each other's businesses and endeavors. And I mean, I'm born and raised here. Like,
me too.
CD and West Seattle in my
blood. West, y'all.
My great grandparents moved here from Oklahoma back in 1954. They built their house in the CD. It's still standing, y'all. Yes. I drive by it every time I get a chance to go to the CD. I drive by my old grandparents' house, and just like still, I'm like, okay, it's still standing. I started my life in that house. And they were hardworking. My great grandparents were hardworking people, owned restaurants in the CD, which is probably where I get my restaurant background from my great grandmother and great grandfather. And I just got that Seattle blood in me. And so Black business has been in my bloodline even before I was born. So I have to continue to stand on that. I got to continue to bring that legacy and pursue it for the next generation that's coming up.
Man.
That was a lot. See, once you get me going, I don't stop.
It was a lot, but it wasn't too much. And sometimes we need a lot.
Yes, we do.
You know, I would rather have a lot to choose from than nothing.
Exactly.
And then I'm looking for other things to do or get involved in
Right.
that might not be beneficial for me.
Right.
But I appreciate that. Shantae, please let people at home know how they can get in touch with you so they can organize their life.
Okay, so you can reach me on my website at www.syourspace.com.
One more time.
www.syourspace.com. And I'm also on Instagram at Shantae Eyes Your Space. That's ShantaeIze Your Space on Instagram. So yeah, that's how y'all can reach me. I always got content posted up. I'm always on the stories though. Every day I'm on the stories. So check me out there. And then yeah, get on the website and let's connect.
You're always on the stories.
Oh, Instagram is my life.
You remember like when the old people say, oh, I'm watching my stories?
When what?
The old people?
Yes.
They be watching the soap opera. Come on.
Yes.
Yeah.
My great grandmother. When I was when I would be homesick, my mom like, okay, you going over to grandma's because you sick. It was always Price is Right at 10.
Okay.
Young and Restless at 11.
Yeah.
News at noon, and then we get up and go out for the day.
Yes. Feel like I'm watching my stories.
I'm watching. She like, I'm watching my, and I'd be like, okay, Grandma, I'm watching my stories too. You have your coffee, I have my hot chocolate, and I'm in bed watching stories with her. So, R.I.P. Grandma Mac, missed you.
Yeah, shout out to Grandma Mac.
Yes.
And shout out to you, Shantae.
Thank you.
I think it's amazing what you're doing. I love your energy. I love your spirit.
Thank you.
And I like that you're not judging people.
No.
If they need help in organization in their home and in their life, because it means that they care.
Yes.
And I think at some point we all need to ask for help.
Yes. Especially as the Black community, because we think we can do it all ourselves, or we trying to hold it in and hold it together.
Pride.
It's okay. Yeah. And it's okay to be prideful, but it's also okay to ask for help.
Yes.
And realize like we can't do it all by ourselves.
This is true. And I thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate you having me.
Thanks for stopping by Seattle Connected, the show that tries to connect people like you with others and with the community. And we have to be our own biggest cheerleader.
Yes, we do.
Always.
Always.
Shantae, I'll be in touch. And I know a lot of people are going to try to, contact me and be like, man, she's dope. I just want her at like a gender reveal party.
Oh my God.
Or a bar mitzvah,
how many people always
or a wedding, or
they're like, can I just hire you to do that? And I'm like, you know what? That might be another business endeavor. Just like going out being a hype girl for whatever event you got going on. It might be another endeavor.
Do you know Sheila the socialite? Check her out.
I'll check her out.
Yeah, please. Yeah, shout out to Sheila. What up, Sheila? She is amazing. She is an event host, party planner, and she has like the same type of energy as you.
Okay.
So you guys are probably related.
We probably are.
Yeah, but she's really dope. I'll connect you with her.
I appreciate
soon.
that.
Yes, Shantae is in the house, and you guys are in the house, and I thank you for letting me be a part of your house. Like I always say, it's important to take care of others, but please make sure you take time to take care of yourself. Until next time, stay connected. Peace.